Good evening, YouTube viewers, and thank you so much for joining us this evening for a night of hot topics and social commentary. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, press that big red button, give us a thumbs up. Also, leave us a comment. Let us know your opinions on the topics that we're discussing this evening, or give us some suggestions or give us some suggestions on what you'd like to hear us discuss in the future. Also, make sure you press that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, and share JoJo Speaks all around. Share it with your friends, family, loved ones. Share it on your social media platforms. Let people know that JoJo Speaks is here. My crew is back. Jennifer, Tyrone, and Mike. What's going on, y'all?
Hello.
Yes, the pretty faces of the panel. Yes. So it's been kind of a slow week, but I do want to start with this interview that I heard or saw on the Shady Room of Serena Williams stating that she is not retired officially. I just want to briefly speak on anyone's thoughts on her saying that she's not retired. She really didn't say that she was retired during the U.S. Open. She just said that it's most likely her last U.S. Open. So what are our thoughts on that? And what do we think we're going to see from Serena from here on
out? I mean, I did see the headline, but I just kept scrolling when I seen it. So right. I didn't really read into it and see what she meant. But so if she's saying that she'll just play here and there, but what's the point of playing if you're not going to make it all the way to the U.S.? Like, what if you win all over this, you make it to the U.S. Opens, you're not going to play the U.S. Opens? I'm not quite sure. I guess Serena's doing what rappers do. They say they retire and come back 2 years later and put out an album.
Right.
But, when you love what you do, though, it's hard to get that up. So, and Serena is, this is her life. I can't see her without doing this, to be honest.
Right. Exactly. Yes. To be honest, I really feel like Serena wants another Grand Slam. Like, she really wants to get to 24 to tie with Margaret Court. She has the record for the most Grand Slams of all time. So that's what I'm thinking. And also, as you said, Mike, she loves the sport of tennis. Like, tennis has been her life since she was 7 or 8 years old. This is all that she knows. So it really doesn't surprise me. So whatever Serena says, I'll just take it with a grain of salt rather. Mike, you were going to say something else?
But do you think she's doing it just to slow down, maybe slowing down so she can be a more, I would say more mother, but more in, what's the word? What's the saying? A more hands-on mother?
Possibly. That could be it. I'm thinking she's probably just going to slow down quite considerably. Probably not play nearly as much as she would during a full season. Just play here and there. To be honest, like, as far as the rankings are concerned, it really doesn't matter, where you're ranked. I mean, you can play or qualify for a tournament to get into the tournament. But yeah, Serena can do whatever she wants to do. I mean,
she'll be a great coach or something in that area, maybe like a commentator for tennis.
Right. So a great commentator.
Serena will always have a job. It's like Shaquille O'Neal. He doesn't play anymore, but he is staying relevant by commentating or making all kind of coins, okay?
Right.
So I wish her all the luck because she definitely deserves everything that whatever comes her way in a positive note, and she deserves it because she worked her ass off for all of it, okay?
Exactly.
I believe she just is trying to find her footing is all. Just me thinking about our parents when they were going through the process of retiring. There was two different mindsets. Mama was ready to go. Daddy, he was like,
yeah.
What do I do? So I think she may be there. And I'll just say, give her the grace, let her take her time. You mind if I do a couple of chats before because they were chatting before we even got in here. Aaron D said, hi, everyone. Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining us.
Joseph Jarrell says, hey, it's JoJo time.
Yes, sir. Good to see ya.
Sorry. There it is. Okay. Aaron D says, hi again to Joseph Jarrell. And of course, Joseph Jarrell returned those same sentiments. And Regina, the Juice
Hey, Regina.
Certainly here per usual. Aaron said, hey, Regina. And Aaron. She said, "Hey, Aaron, we are so sweet to each other." Justin talks film. He
Hey,
says,
Justin.
"Oh, let's have a great show." Say hey to Justin.
You know what?
Yes.
I think. Oh, go ahead and finish reading now.
Okay. Regina says, "Tend to anyone." Did y'all say hey to Regina? Hey.
Hey,
I said
Regina.
hey.
Oh, okay. Did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, mother. We said hey.
Okay.
We have to be nice.
Mother, may I
Oh,
say
stop.
hi?
Aaron D says hi, Justin talks film, and of course, Regina says the same, saying hey to Justin. All right.
Since we are a family here,
Yeah, we are.
I'm about to spill not spill some tea, but I think I'm going to a moment right now.
Okay.
I think that's no, it's not one of those moments. I think I'm in need of some love. I just feel so emotional right now. I want to cry talking about Serena. I don't know why. I think
Wow.
my endorphins are off.
Doing the
That-
most. Don't do that. Anywho, Mike,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
loved. You are my family.
Oh,
Really.
speaking of love, let's say rest in peace to this amazing actor from Tyler
Yes.
Perry plays. His name is
Zuri.
Zuri. Yes, he played. If you guys don't know, in the Tyler Perry Christmas play, which is
Amazing.
fantastic, and then
Mhm.
also the play Family,
Big Happy Family.
Big
Medea's
Happy Family.
Mhm.
and where he
That's
sung
perfect.
his throat off in that play. I'm about to
Okay.
curse now, but I'm trying not to do that anymore on live. He sung his throat off in that play. I heard he got into a car accident. So rest in peace to Zuri. He was 41, I believe. 42.
Oh wow.
That
He looked
old?
good for 40.
He sure
maybe-
did.
Yeah, he was in his 40s. Don't quote me now, but I think he was in his 40s. But yeah, rest in peace to Zuri.
And
Down to some-
I also have to say another rest in peace. I'm surprised I didn't
yes.
put it down.
Well
an LGBTQ plus legend, okay, Leslie Jordan, who is hilarious.
And the sweetie pie.
Hilarious.
Most known for well shit. What are y'all doing?
Right. Kept us all entertained during quarantine. I heard that he had died in a car accident. He might have had a health issue while driving, and possibly crashed. But I was so devastated to hear that he had passed away. I saw it on NBC News, NBC nightly news, and they were showing him. So I was like, oh Lord, wait a minute, what happened? And so.
But what we can say about both of these people, they both lived in their happiness and their truth. Zuri was basically building his own empire for his own plays and things of that nature. He actually had one coming out in November. That's how much he was working. And also for Leslie, he lived a great life. As you can see, him just being himself, he was able to make money off of being himself. How many people can
And
really
it's
say
funny
that?
too, hilarious.
Okay.
Hilarious. And God bless them both. I know they're out there making God smile up in heaven.
Okay, especially Zuri with his voice and Lindsay with his hilarity.
Oh, I bet Zuri. I know he's beating Whitney as well as Michael Jackson, Prince,
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. I'm sure he's meeting so many great people right now.
Right. Tyrone, any thoughts on Serena before we move forward?
Yeah, I will say this. She has put in the work and she does deserve a break. I hope that when she does make that triumphant return, it is another Grand Slam.
Agreed. I would love to see her win another Grand Slam. I'm not sure if it's going to happen because it takes a lot to win a Grand Slam, but
Yeah.
I would love for that to happen. Like that would be a total dream for me.
Aaron D said Leslie Jordan really helped so many people get through
Right.
with his laughter and kindness on social media. He was awesome. I really enjoyed him.
Absolutely. And so recently, Ashanti has come out with an interview. I think it's over an hour long. I'm probably going to listen to it either tonight or tomorrow. But Ashanti has done an interview with Angie Martinez in response to the various things that Irv Gotti has said out of his mouth concerning her and Murder Inc. Ashanti basically, in a way, defending herself, not saying anything specifically as far as pointing out the specific lies that Irv was telling, but basically saying, it's so sad to see a grown man act the way that he is acting. And she actually said that he cheapened the Murder Inc. brand. And she also stated that it was a lie that she didn't support Murder Inc. during the trial because she was actually there during the trial. She was pictured there during the trial. She was actually filming John Tucker Must Die during the trial in Canada. She wasn't supposed to leave the country. She actually left anyways to support Murder Inc. I'm so proud of Ashanti for sticking up for herself and not going down the route of a hit dog or someone who's been devastated by what he's saying. She's clearly got her head up, and I love that about her. What do you guys think about Ashanti and her greatness?
Well, I didn't see the interview. I mean, I seen that she did an interview, but I didn't watch the interview because Murder Inc. was so like back there early 2000s. Like, well, I don't know why Irv Gotti even had the nerve to bring that up. It is a hobby because I don't know why he keeps talking about something that's dead. I don't understand that, but I'm glad Ashanti. Y'all laughing at me?
Yes.
But I'm glad Ashanti didn't do what I would have done because I would have hit him with the Mariah Carey line, like, "Who is Irv Gotti?"
Right, exactly.
Okay, because my life has moved on. Even though I have not made any music since Irv Gotti, my life still has moved on.
Yes, she has.
Yes, she has.
Okay, even though I haven't made any hits since Irv Gotti, my life is still.
Sir.
I like
the girl, ain't it? Oh, my bad.
I like Good.
You heard like that.
Good
You
was
get
a
86.
bop. I'm sorry, but Good was a bop. I love that song.
You and
And
the additional 100-something people that bought that album. Too. It was a cool song though, but it didn't do it. And I feel like she's underrated. Because she is really a talented singer.
You know
She's
what?
a talented singer.
Okay.
And her body is banging. I would say that even if she just stood on the stage and just sung a note, I look at her body.
If she went down the aisle and just said hello, y'all, left.
Right.
And she's never been really in the media about anything negative until this time right here. So I give it for Ashanti. I wish one day that I could be like a Beyonce and that even question or acknowledge the people, the naysayers. But my life is not that easy. I just can't do it. Okay, I'm going to talk shit to everybody who talks shit about me. But Irv Gotti needs to sit down somewhere with his old age. The
reason why Irv Gotti is going on and on is because Murder Inc. is all he has.
Yes,
Murder Inc. is the only identity that he has in the music industry. All he had. So that's the reason why Irv is so.
But let it go, Irv. You don't have to. But it's not going to come back because you talk about lies or truths. It's not coming back. Now I will say Murder Inc. had everybody on the chokehold because they was dominating the 2000s. Now they had Ja Rule, Ashanti, Charlie D. They had like a new P Diddy stuff, but 2000s. But just like that, P Diddy stuff came to an end. Irv, you came to an end too. You don't see P Diddy being he is messy though.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe never mind, but
because he over here profiting off of people that never got the money.
Well, Irv, next time be smarter.
Yeah. Tyrone, please go ahead and speak on this. This your woman.
I'm so glad she did address this. Bit of a pink elephant in the room. It will show a lot of people that don't really know or follow her career what type of woman she is, because a lot of times, like you said, you don't hear anything about her in the news negative because she doesn't do anything negative.
Right.
And when somebody steps out, like Irv, trying to make a name for himself once again.
Mhm.
He has to do it on the backs of somebody like Ashanti. And him thinking that, oh, she's that weak girl that I met years ago. She's not going to do anything. Wrong answer. This is a whole stronger woman than you left back in the 2000s.
Well, I do
And
have,
you not. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do have a wrench to throw into this. I don't really have much of an opinion on it. That doesn't mean I don't like her or nothing like that. I just don't not really invested. But cover your mouth, John. You ain't doing all that yawning. Anywho,
That's why, man.
Ooh, the roll the eyes. Okay, I seen that.
She's going to backhand you in the back seat. Watch out.
Anywho, so I listened to TGIF on their Wednesday show, and they had the consensus that she did have somewhat of a sexual relationship with Irv Gotti.
What they did in the room?
Well, she actually, confirmed it when she talked about pillow talk. So she isn't denying that they.
She's
Oh,
not
okay.
denying. Like,
But
there was something that
I think
happened.
it felt like she denied it or whatever. But it's like, I wouldn't want to say out loud in certain terms that I was having relations with that man either. Like, no,
Well, he's married at the same time.
and he was also married, and then he's horrible. God bless everybody. And let me just say this: the Juice Radio and Talk Show has said these stage names, I can't keep up. People need to use their government names.
Well, Ashanti is a government name. And
It
I think
is.
Irv Gotti is this his government name?
I don't think Gotti is his last
Gotti
name.
is not his
Gotti
name.
is not his name.
Oh, well, Ashanti is her name. I don't know her last
It
name,
is.
but
Yes.
Ashanti is different. But and let me backtrack. I'm not men of sound. I'm wrong. Ashanti does have a career, you guys. Like she has broke for a lot of people, sung people's songs, and they get praised for it. J Lo. So she has definitely did a lot in this career and in this business. So industry.
Can
Correct.
I tell? There's this funny person I follow on Facebook called Monty, and he refers to her as a travel blogger.
Ashanti.
Really?
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I mean, it's not a
If
lie.
you follow her right now, almost
yeah.
every week,
I don't think she
is
go
somewhere.
home. I'm sure she has to home, but she don't go there.
She is not at home.
She's always on somebody's beach.
She's
at
always
all
on somebody's
times.
island, somebody's beach.
Well, she's not in somebody's studio. We know that.
No, she be in the
Right. Look,
studio.
I mean, she's living her life and she's spending her coin, and I'd be doing the same thing if I had the money that Ashanti had, especially since she writes all of her songs. So you know she got that coin.
Yes.
So I would be on the beach every day too.
And you know what she's doing? She's taking the money away from Murder Inc. and Irv Gotti's stuff. That's why he's so angry with her. He's taking money away. She's taking the money away from him because she's re-recording all of her first albums.
Now that album was
So
good.
that he will have everything come to her rather than Murder Inc. and them. Child.
And she was one of the first to get her own masters back
Oh, that's good.
and start her own label and
Hmm.
do everything herself, her way. In a time where it was not heard of, in a time where the industry was blocking, and I mean really blocking people.
Good for her.
Right, exactly. So, in other news, we got some shocking news because I've been talking about when is Rihanna going to come out with something new. It's been since 2016. Get the children,
Right.
behave. Okay. So yeah, Rihanna hasn't released anything since Anti in 2016. So it's been so it has been announced that she has something coming out. I believe it's going to be on the Wakanda Forever soundtrack. It will be released on October 28th. What are we expecting from this song? And are we excited about this song? I will say I'm excited. It sounds like it might be a slower jam from the post on the Shade Room. But I'm excited. I'm expecting it's going to be a hit. I would not be surprised if it went straight to #1 because it's been so long since we heard a song from her. But what do you guys think? And what are your anticipation levels? Where are they?
If it come out, it come out. If it don't, it don't.
That's exactly how I feel. That's just that I'm not getting myself hyped up for nothing. You know how long it's been since she put something out? It's like I don't even know where she is. Just like how it was for Beyonce before her album. Mike, please don't. So with Beyonce, we didn't know where she was going to be coming from because she usually has those albums coming based on where she is. You know what I'm saying? Where she is a person. So I didn't know what kind of music that she'd come out with at that moment, which is why I preserve, any excitement for, just waiting to hear it. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather hear it first before I start to give ooh-wee,
I get that.
I did hear the snippet, which was a
Right.
I'm like, okay, why would this be a snippet? You could have just said you're coming out 28 for that song.
You give me that.
Yeah.
This was nothing.
That was nothing at all.
Nothing.
I mean, you could use a name. That's what it was. I'm serious.
Right.
Wasn't on my line, Jonathan? Was that not
You ain't
what she
playing?
put out?
That's all I heard. I didn't hear an actual word or a lyric.
No.
Whatsoever. No.
Yes, all I heard. He didn't even do that. He was.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that was the
leave
music.
my girl Riri alone now.
I wouldn't say I'm a part of the Navy, but I do that. My favorite Rihanna album is Loud. That album with the red hair.
Yes.
The red hair Rihanna. I stand for her because that album was good from beginning to the end.
Right.
That's full of hits. California King Bed. Now I had a friend back then that we're not cool no more anymore, but she's part of the Navy and I'm part of the Beehive, and we will always argue about which one is winning. I don't know why, just because she would say things about disrespect about Beyonce. I was not having that.
Right.
You can't have that. And I'm like, girl, if it wasn't for Beyonce, Rihanna wouldn't be existing. Okay.
You saying stuff.
But I just hope that it's a good hit. I think it's gonna. I think Rihanna's equivalent to Beyonce, where the song could be trash and they'll still sell because it's Rihanna that put it out.
Right.
So we know it's gonna do well. But just from that, I don't know what Rihanna. I don't know this from that snippet. I don't know what the song could be. So
I'm personally excited for. I couldn't get too excited because it's like this is just for a single for something that's going to be for Wakanda Forever. I would get excited or start to feel away when she's talking about like an actual album of hers. That's when I would start to be like, I do feel like it's coming. But that's when I would get excited. And also my favorite album is Unapologetic.
Well, that's a good album too, but that was probably better than that to me. If she's smart, which Rihanna is a smart girl. She's very smart. She's performing at the Super Bowl. She's probably gonna have something major come out. She can even go on tour without an album right now, and it will sell out quickly because the longevity she's been in the game, plus the longevity she hasn't come out with anything other than makeup.
Live. I got to make that happen.
Right. Yeah, I went to the Diamonds tour, and it was awesome. I saw her in Atlanta, and she definitely puts on a show for real.
Yeah. So I don't have anything to say negative to say about Rihanna. Rihanna's definitely doing it in this business, and it's always good for an artist to be able to maneuver through and do something else other than music. She's doing makeup, clothes, well.
Hey, you did it. Doesn't mean it's done well.
Let's not run over here. Okay.
Okay.
Watch it.
Okay.
We can talk about some of hers too.
Erin says, so excited to hear from Rihanna. And she also says, I am excited until proven wrong. I love that. I can't wait to hear what Rihanna comes out with. Absolutely. Until proven wrong.
Yeah.
That means she's hesitating to sound like to be trash. That's what that means.
Okay.
Terrible, man.
Right. Tyrone, what are your thoughts on the new Rihanna track coming out?
I am excited. I'm excited because it's been so long since we heard her on something new. I think this new single will have a mixture of styles.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm already not here for it like that.
Yeah, and it's a soundtrack single. Usually those singles sometimes.
Exactly.
I haven't heard a good soundtrack single since Dream Girls, to be honest. And before then it was Wait Till Exhale.
Oh, you serious?
Now,
what about All the Stars for last
I don't know
Black
what
Panther
that
movie?
is.
That was
I think the whole Black Panther soundtrack was good.
that whole.
I never seen Black Panther.
It's SZA, bro.
You said you never seen Black Panther?
Y'all, my black card been revoked because I don't even have it.
No. You're muted.
I don't know what to say.
I've never seen Set It Off.
Here's the thing. I did not see Set It Off for the first time all the way through until about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I didn't watch The Color Purple all the way through until like 2 years ago.
I know that movie by heart.
So, yeah.
Okay,
But,
so
no, sir.
Aaron says thank you, Tyrone, for being excited. And you never saw Black Panther? What?
No, I never seen Black Panther. I'm so sorry.
I'm
not a
superhero action.
Superhero action. I'm more of like a loving basketball, soulful black movie. I know it's a black movie still, but I'm more of the realistic stuff that I shed a tear up, But I'm gonna. Sometimes you just need to cry, okay?
I don't like going to something where I know I'm going to cry. I can't do that.
I watch it sometimes just for a cry. Lion King, I cry every time Mufasa died. Every time we say, Dad.
Regina has given her mandate for you, Mike. You have to.
Mike, go watch Black Panther, and the second one coming out. Well, I guess right.
Second one's coming out next month.
Yes, sir.
Wow, and
you watch what you like. It's okay.
What's going on?
You watch what you like.
You gonna go see and then see?
It's so hard. The last movie I actually went to a theater and seen, you guys, was what's that movie with the vampires and the coyotes or whatever? The
Twilight?
The last one.
Mike. Slow down.
Wow.
Whoa.
And not the only one I've seen.
Wow.
Whoa. Sir.
Cried on that too towards the end.
I like it.
Wow.
What's that? The New Moon one?
Okay, I guess we just a movie going family because we.
Well, you guys always go to movies. I mean, y'all make movies every other week or every weekend. So
right.
I mean, we used to.
I haven't seen the movie. I went to the theater.
We saw Black Adam on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
I cannot wait to see it. Don't tell me nothing about it just yet.
Oh, you know what? I did see Boo, the Madea movie in the theaters. That was a long time ago.
Did you like at least laugh at that?
The first one when he wrote in the mirror, "Get your fat ass out." I did. I hollered on that one part.
Yeah. I surprisingly, because I didn't see those movies in the movies, the Boo movies that Tyler Perry did, those Madea Halloween movies, but
I saw the second one in theaters.
It wasn't too much scary. It was more funny than scary, though.
I think that's what it's meant to. I think it's meant to be more funny than scary.
Oh,
yeah. I saw the second Boo movie. I think that's when that old lady who's what's her name? It doesn't matter. Anyways, and my next question actually was going to be concerning Wakanda Forever and what you guys were expecting from it. I guess we can get Jennifer and Tyrone's perspective. I would say that it seems like Shuri is going to be the new Black Panther. When I saw the silhouette of the new Black Panther, the Black Panther clearly had breasts and was shaped like a woman. So, and in the comics, Shuri does take over as Black Panther.
This is true.
But it looks like it's going to be good. We're going to be introduced to some new characters. Somebody was coming up out of the ocean. I don't know what that was all about. Jennifer, Tyrone, what are your expectations for the new Wakanda Forever?
I'm actually kind of nervous to watch it, just simply because as we've discussed, I don't like to do that crying stuff beforehand. I'm not like Mike. I don't do the crying at the movies. Sir, you good? Anyway, But we're gonna watch it just for supporting our Black people. When the original one came out, the first one came out, we saw it like 3 times.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
We saw it
Well,
about 3
you
times.
saw it for me then.
We saw it 3 times that weekend at the movies,
Right.
so that we can really support and make it big as possible.
Number 1.
And that's what it did. And it's not just because of us; it's because of all of us, and not Mike.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
that was a low blow. You had to say it.
Not a low blow. He just don't go to the
Sitting
movies
up
like that,
in
and that's
your
okay.
house.
And the thing is, I don't have a DVD player. I guess I could stream it on like one of those platforms. I guess.
Yes, Disney
But
Plus has
it's
it.
no excuse that I haven't seen it. I'm just not
It's okay.
to make time and sit down for a whole hour and 2 hours. It's like I could be
Yeah, it's
washing
about 2
clothes, going out to the bar. I can
Well,
hang
he's
out with
gonna have so
friends.
many questions.
You know.
You'd have to come with us because you'd have so many questions.
Well, I'm not going through time. Just know that I'll go one time and that's it.
Well, no one's gonna make you
I'll drive
do
my own car.
multiple. Don't leave it in the middle of the movie. Anyway,
Go to the bathroom first.
Aaron says, and make sure you have all the snacks you need to keep you in that seat.
Snacks on snacks.
Okay.
Right.
Aaron says, I don't go to the theaters, but you can watch them afterwards. DVD streaming, Oh,
Yeah, if it don't come on BT, then like all those black movies.
Sure. That is
I don't even think Black Panther has come on TV yet.
It hasn't. I haven't seen
it
it.
has.
Oh, okay.
You have to be a paid subscriber to HBO and stuff like that. Showtime.
Regina says we're actually going to be doing
Cinemax.
commentary on the Wakanda Forever movie. So y'all just gonna have to tell us when y'all gonna watch it so we can make sure we watch it beforehand so we can come together as one. And
Right, because I got to make sure I get out there too.
And the requirement is to wear all white
To wear all white.
for Chadwick Boseman. You gotta wear white.
All right.
Now we got dress code too. Jesus Christ! I ain't going this.
I know I ain't got no white pants, and I know I ain't got no white shoes. Child,
Just
I'm gonna be
wear a
left out.
white top with some jeans.
I
You
got
got-
Ben Johnson watching it at home at DVD.
Hey, if you ain't got no white shoes, just wear socks.
Really? Okay, so I don't know how we got from Rihanna. Oh yeah, that was real easy.
She's a part of the movie.
Yeah, okay, so that makes
That's
sense.
how we
But
got down this rabbit
we
hole.
are certainly excited for I can't say I'm excited.
I am.
I'm
I-
not but the song. It just that snippet scares me. Like it can sound like it could be really good or it can be really bad. I know it's gonna step because it's Rihanna, but
Well, we know it's going to be
Now,
of
Rihanna
quality.
did a good job for we should do one for Star Wars. No, not Star Wars. Did she do one for Star Trek? Like Beyond, whatever.
Yeah, Star Trek Beyond, she did.
Yeah, that was
what song was that?
I can't tell you right now.
Can you tell me?
I know she did. I'm coming home for. No, she didn't. No, I'm sorry, she didn't sing that song. My bad. That was a man. That was a whole man.
And,
I'm coming home.
The
Why did
Disney
I
movie
just
that
say
she
that?
was in, she did a song for that too.
Whatever that may be. Anywho, Regina says just wear socks. Laughed at that. Let's move on, man. Now we just.
Yeah, we had spent too much time on that girl.
Child.
Hey, stand down, you hater.
So
okay.
So someone on the panel specifically wanted to discuss this. Lala Anthony did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and she stated that she will never get married again, and she also will never date another basketball player. I can really understand why she says she'll never do it again, and she actually said it's because she's been through that experience. She knows the highs and the lows and the lows and the lows, and she doesn't want to put herself through that again. And I understand that, and I understand why she wouldn't want to date a basketball player as well. And I would see why, because when people go for basketball players, they're going to try to get a basketball player for a reason. And that doesn't fall under Lala Anthony anymore because she got her own money. Okay. So why did you want to discuss this, Jennifer?
Well, first of all, because you did bring it up, and just to acknowledge your thing that you said, first of all, I do agree with her. There's no need for her to find another basketball star. And as far as her not wanting to get married, I understand why she feels that way though, because when you get so hurt in a marriage,
Right.
you can understand why anybody would say that. But I do believe there's
Love after heartache.
absolutely,
Right.
and as she makes her way into to find who she is and continuing to define what her best relationship would be, I believe it's certainly possible. I believe it's possible for somebody to really sweep her off her feet and give her something that she never had from Carmelo.
Right. I would not be surprised if she got married again. Like, I honestly would not be surprised if she
But we
married
also
someone.
shouldn't be getting with kids either. All right. So
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't know where that came from either, Jonathan. But I'm just gonna go
Okay.
in my opinion because
you don't know?
No,
Do
I
you know
don't
how old Carmelo was when they got together?
No, but he was an adult. He was over 18, wasn't he?
Remember, he did.
Well, I don't know. That's not starting rumors now. Well, how old was
That's
he?
not a rumor.
Well,
It's
he's grown
really
now.
true. Now he is, but see, this is what happens when you get a kid.
They don't matter if you get a kid or an adult. If they play
Here's
basketball, they all going to.
Here's what happens when you get a very young man. So, in my opinion,
What's the age difference also?
let me get that together. Go ahead, Mike. Say what you got to say, because I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I was just gonna say, I can't remember what I can say, but Lala, I don't see you skip my own with this age thing. I don't know, but I think anybody who plays basketball, I mean, you kind of already not saying that men cheat all the time, but I feel like anybody who's playing basketball with all these hustlers around, usually you probably can get cheated on if your man playing basketball professionally.
Right.
I mean, and it don't matter if you got the finest thing on earth. Hell, Beyonce got cheated on by Jay-Z, and look at him.
Right.
Watch it.
Okay. Duly noted. Okay.
Okay.
You took it there.
There is a 5-year difference.
That's
No,
nothing.
it's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Bad. But also, why this thing said Lonnie Love revealed that she has a 23-year-old boyfriend?
Well, she with that white guy, and he's different at 23.
All right, moving on. So my concern was how she looked when she was doing this interview. I really didn't hear a whole lot that she had to say, simply because all I was doing was looking at her face. So we can look at a little bit of this without sound so that we can see how her face moves, because I do have concern. And also, just to make sure I bring it up, remember, this is fair use. This will fall under the fair use doctrine. We're using this we are using this footage for commentary purposes. And let me just go ahead and you gonna put that banner down there? Is it down there?
It's already
Okay.
down there, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's scrolling.
Look at your sass.
I was just saying, it's already. You know what?
Like she's not used to sass, but okay.
Okay.
She's a ball of sass.
Ew.
And this is why I gotta deal with.
Ooh.
Deal with.
That's why I look at you and Jonathan. I had to laugh. That's my outlet.
Okay.
Right. So are we going to play the video, you guys?
Oh, now that's the sass right there.
See, there you go, Jonathan too.
What? That's a white woman?
No, I'm just saying. We're having a little bit of idle time. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that Carly
So
Red?
oh my lord, she does look a little bit like
That's
Carly Red,
Haley up there, y'all.
Ooh, that face is tight.
And I
though,
mean,
ain't it?
but play. Can you play the video to where we can't hear it? We don't need to hear it. Just play it. Oh gosh, just to see how her face is moving, because I don't even know who this woman is.
Only thing moving is her lips.
Yeah, it just looks really tight. Just
Really,
really
tight,
tight.
real taut. Now, don't get me wrong. She is a very beautiful woman. I just believe she got snatched
Recently.
It's
It might be
fresh.
still healing. But you know what, though? I'm not even mad at it because it still looks southerly. It looks like it's not subtle yet. It hasn't really set in, but it looks
Yeah.
good. I think once it all the way healed, it's gonna look good. But if I had the coin, Michael would definitely get that face. I mean, I wouldn't get much done. I'd probably get a little Botox here and there, but I'll definitely get some work done. I'm not opposed to plastic surgery. A little out there.
And this is not to say that it looks bad. I don't think that it looks bad. It just looks obvious.
Yes.
That's the word. Jonathan, you good.
That's good.
Personally, I just hope that she doesn't do anymore because
just leave it alone.
I don't feel like she's the kind of person that would be going under knives often. Also, though, for me, I don't know her, but she doesn't. I just remember Lala being so good, like back in the day. Remember, like when she was off them girls for throwing the shoe.
Right, because she said y'all ain't gonna be throwing at me at my head, and I ain't done nothing to y'all. Okay, right? You was gonna be a problem. Okay, that's exactly what she said.
Coming out right there.
Well, that was before the BBL.
Right.
She had more than a BBL because she didn't have no curves back then, but she got curves now.
Well,
her work is done, yes. But you know what? I think the best person that we know who has the best face, whatever done to their face, is K. Michelle. K. Michelle is gorgeous.
She does look very good, but she don't look like herself. That's the only thing I don't like.
That's the whole. I wouldn't care. if I look my damn self, if I look good, I wouldn't give a damn.
Whoever.
That's the whole point. Anyway, I'm gonna have surgery look like the same person.
Whoever that may be, she looks good.
I would have to say my favorite facelift would be Gladys Knight. I'm sorry, but whoever did her work, they worked her on out. Like that face was snatched.
Because she was saggy right here, but baby, on the TV, that thing was snatched.
Right. Like she looked at least 15 years younger. Like at least 15 years. Maybe 10.
How much you say she didn't have no surgery. She can do all the lies she want to do. She look good.
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Man, okay, so real quick. Aaron D says, when you get divorced, it is so hard to try again. And sometimes when you come out on the other end, you look back and see you didn't need it.
Yes.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Jennifer Stass, it's amazing. I love it.
Thank you, Aaron.
Don't hype her up.
That's why I love watching those Tyler Perry plays, minus all the singles sometimes. But it's always a message within those plays. And I remember in that play, I think it was when Malia goes to jail, when he was saying, sometimes was it Malia goes to jail or was it the family?
Tell me what happened.
With Zuri. I think it was the one with Zuri in it. When he was just saying that sometimes when you fall out of love, you want to give up. But God, when you pray to God, send you a man, but when he sent you a man, it's like a roadmap, like a GPS.
Mm-hmm.
He already got the man picked out for you. But it didn't say if you're gonna meet a bum, you're gonna meet a gold digger, whatever you go through to get to your man. It's gonna make you a man worth good, whatever he said. Yeah. I know I can't explain like how he explained it, but sometimes you gotta kiss on frogs before you get to the prince. And basically what he said.
Right.
And also you learn from those frogs as well.
Yes, Lord.
Exactly.
And I didn't kiss a lot of frogs. I mean, God, they're all gone.
All the frogs. Ribbit.
All of them.
And toads.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I hope the best for her. I hope the best for anybody that's, having issues with love. And, I just pray everybody gets the opportunity to learn more about themselves and move forward. It doesn't have to be in love because a lot of times as soon as you learn more about yourself, you start attracting people real quick.
Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes. God. And before we move on to the next thing, Jonathan, I just want to say this. I found out that I was getting older.
What happened, child?
I saw Jules, Solange's son, with Tina Knows the other day. He's 18 years old.
That African American looks grown.
Grown, 18.
Grown.
And when I did a double check.
Who is that?
I just cooked some
Hey.
collard greens, talking up. But Jules is a grown man. I remember when Solange was pregnant on the video Soldier with Jules.
Yeah.
Right.
And look at
And
him
the
like-
baby daddy was in the video.
Yes, and he looked like that
With
daddy
his
too.
fine behind, child.
But ain't he a deadbeat?
Well, I didn't say he was a good man.
Oh,
Okay, but we just talk about the looks now, the face honey. That's all that matters right now.
He might be on
okay?
fraud, but I think before I want to kiss.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, and then on to the next. Okay,
That's a
don't
good
need
man,
nothing else
Rhianna.
coming
It's a good thing, Mom.
But anyways, on to the next subject. So a trial has not concluded because we still have to get to the sentencing. But Darrell Brooks, this was the man whom I believe last year or the year before, he drove through a Christmas parade, killing 6 people. I believe it was 4 women and 2 men.
I think he injured 72 people and killed 6 of them.
Right, exactly. And he decided he was going to represent himself during the trial. There were numerous outbursts on his behalf. He was extremely disrespectful to the judge and the proceedings in general. He was
Everybody.
he was
And black
escorted.
people.
Right, he was escorted out of the courtroom on multiple occasions. He was found guilty on all 76, I believe it was 76 counts altogether. He was found guilty on every single one of them. What do you guys think about this case? And did you guys see any of the video from the case? Because it was all over.
Oh, if you watch TikTok, you see all the videos of this case.
Right.
And I have never been so on. How can I say this?
Did he say it?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Somebody was trying to call me, trying to mess up my little groove.
Okay.
I have usually, even if a black person is guilty, I'm still slightly rooting for them to sound, educated and
right.
sound,
come on,
make some sense. You might be going to jail still.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
I can say like, "Oh, he made a good point,"
Mm-hmm.
But this one ain't make a point at all. Okay.
Not nothing.
First of all, the first mistake was representing yourself.
Number one.
And not knowing anything about law, because he was doing all kind of stuff and made no sense at all.
Right. It's because he identifies as a sovereign citizen, so he feels as though the rules don't apply to him as a sovereign citizen. But go ahead.
Well, he also made a claim that Darrell Brooks was not him, and he's Darrell Brooks. He said that wasn't him. All he did was cut off his dreadlocks, and I guess he's a new person. And then also another thing I felt strange was the people that he almost ran over, and people mothers that he ran over was his witnesses. Like, what the hell? He brought a guy on the stand. He brought multiple people on the stand, but one guy was like, okay, no, it was just, he asked the guy a question. The guy said, yes. I answered the question multiple times. How many times you going to want me to say yes? Y-E-S.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, but it was like, why? I just don't understand why he represented himself. Even though you told me why, it still makes no sense. And
it's pointless.
I never wanted a judge to curse somebody out
so bad.
Right.
So bad. I couldn't have done that job. I would have been fired from I would have told him to shut the hell up.
I think what she did to kind of center herself, she stood up a lot during that trial. Like, she was out of her chair for a lot of that trial. And I think that might have had something to do with her calming herself down or trying to center herself.
Reposition. Let me tell y'all something. This is just one of those big examples of how not for everybody, but I know for me for sure, when people are representing the African American community in that way.
By default.
I couldn't watch it because it's like, this is just absolutely horrible.
Yes.
He is horrible. And I know he's making a fool of himself, and of course we feel the whole community. I know it's him that did it, but it's like it's just one of us, kind of,
because you know that they think that we all act like that.
Yeah, and I just can't stand that. So I really
Ignorance.
couldn't watch it. Now I watched the Amber Heard thing real easily. It was hilarious.
Because
But
they're against us.
of course,
Right. Of
but
course, that was easy.
I was like, you know, so sometimes it just gets kind of weird. Like I'm over here rooting for the judge or feeling sorry for the judge. Why he putting you through this, sis?
Right. And everybody in the comments was too.
Yeah, this went on for days, and I just hate that they had to endure that, especially that whole thing about being a sovereign citizen. That is some kind, it's not even a real loophole. That's the problem. Now, some people
Right.
have gotten away with some things because they just didn't want to have to go back and forth with the argument over and over all day. But, sir, you kill people.
You
Right.
can't. Not just
You ain't gonna get this. Wasn't no regular moving violation, no traffic infraction, no nothing. No. You kill people.
Literally killing folks in the middle of the street.
in the middle of the street. And then also the closing well, the DA made I guess their closing statement was, because he was saying that his name was not Darrell Brooks, he's not that person. Well, the DA said when you got arrested, this is the ID that came out your pocket, and this is Darrell Brooks.
And see, this is where he messed up. This is how I know that he wasn't always the sovereign citizen that he says he is. Most sovereign citizens, because I watch a lot of those kind of cases on YouTube. Right. So the bulk, if not all, I will have to say all, none of them have a driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a state issue ID. It wasn't a driver's license, but it's still the same thing, ain't it?
But they wouldn't get no state issue ID because they don't say that they are part of the state. So they wouldn't get any kind of papers on them because they don't believe they're sovereign. They can travel however they wanted to go, through the country because they're sovereign. But I believe the only reason why he had that card was possibly because he didn't have a driver's license, possibly because that was taken from him, revoked, things like that.
Oh, yeah. And the most embarrassing thing about this trial, of course, was him and embarrassing Black people. But to prove that he is Darrell, or whatever his last name was, they played one of his music videos. And he's a rapping, sagging his pants, had the dreadlocks with a white tank. He had a gun. He was doing this in the video. Cursing. And I was like, oh God, we just going down a rabbit hole. Just is getting worse and worse.
So this is a music video that he has? Because I need to watch this.
Yeah, he has a music video. He was rapping in it.
Oh wow! Okay.
Well, I'm sure he about to go wood now that he, got all this press and promotion, but he about to be in prison for
the rest of his life.
We'll see for the foreseeable future. But let me just read this real quick. Live, stop it, time. Anyway, Regina says that guy wasted so much of the court's time. Horrible, and I agree wholeheartedly. That's the kind of stuff that just makes me angry, wasted people's time and danced on everybody's patience.
Right.
Aaron said, my heart broke for the witnesses having to go through this trial. I can't imagine being there day after day, being annoyed to the highest of annoyances, having to deal with this man trying to, that's just the worst thing. Watching people try to represent themselves in a court of law. You just look stupid every time you say objection.
Somebody told him to go to hell.
When the verdict came out, they said, go to hell, you piece of S-H-I-T.
And you know what? He will if he doesn't call on Jesus. Anywho, Regina says, yes, Aaron D. This was so sad, and it absolutely was. And lastly, Regina says, he's not even a good citizen. So how he trying to say he's a sovereign citizen? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm telling you.
That's valid right there.
Regina, go on the YouTube, sis. Maybe do it tomorrow because it's certainly a rabbit hole. But in sovereign citizen, like court case or whatever, and you will see how people will argue that I am not a part of the state, or I am not the person that is that person, or saying that the name on the court docket is written in all caps. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really like stuff like that. Now, some people, Black or Caucasian, they have gotten away with some small infractions
Oh, yeah.
because people just didn't want to hear it, I believe, because that's just a back and forth that will go on forever and a hot long day. But it's worth looking at it because that's the aisle he was trying to go down for sure.
Right.
It did
And I
work.
cannot imagine being a victim and being questioned by the man who killed my family member. Like that has to be devastating.
And being
Oh,
questioned by an ignorant mother sucker. You know, the
Ignorant.
questions he was asking was making no sense. He asked a guy, the father of one of the people, and I hate to laugh, but it was just funny. His responses. He asked the guy was, well, if I was 10 feet away, why did you not see into the vehicle so you can see me? He said, because I was seeing that you're coming towards my family. He said, well, when I was coming closer, why didn't you look at your vehicle? Because I was trying to get my family away from you. I'm like, duh, like, why? This is a common sense. Why are you asking this question? Trying to prove your point. Like, and it's making it worse for you.
Exactly. Tyrone, your thoughts before we close out here.
Other trash and this whole sovereign nation stuff, man. It's a cop out to try and avoid accepting your penalties for
Absolutely.
everything. I mean, you can register as a sovereign nation.
You can, but you're still on this land, this soil.
You're still tied to the land.
Though this land and soil was stolen, it still has an owner.
And you're still a citizen.
You can't be recognized as a sovereign nation without, registered as a sovereign nation.
And the bulk of these people that are doing that don't do that. They now, one thing I can say about some of these sovereign people, they actually live off the land. Yeah. They're not using the people's, water. They're not using the electricity like that. They're not, you know what I'm saying? So they're actually doing it on their own, some of them. But anywho, Aaron says, how did they even sit there when he asked questions when you are a victim having to answer his questions? Just couldn't do it. Those people are so strong. Absolutely. And until sovereign, they sovereign until they want some government assistance.
Right. Exactly.
You're sovereign until your house is on fire. Now you got to call the fire department.
Right.
Because somebody tax dollars that you don't pay.
Somebody steals something from your land. Now you got to call the authorities.
No, you're sovereign. Handle it.
You're sovereign. You can handle it.
Child. So anyways, we want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Make sure you join us again next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Mike, go ahead and give us your social media contacts real quick.
Wait.
Do it now.
So my social media name is Mr. Real 121. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and also Twitter. And also you can always question me in my DMs, slide in my DMs. I don't mind asking me anything that you want to know. I'm an open book. And all you hot, single, mature fellas out there, my DMs are especially open for you because, if you want to take a ride on the fluffy side.
Right, yes.
Fluffy.
What's up?
Yes, and he's not talking about no Ashley DM from Potomac where you just replying to some picture on his story. No, he want a DM.
A DM, honey.
Oh, legit DM. Okay.
I'll take both.
Ooh wee. Oh gosh. Aaron D says thank you. Wait, no, don't do that.
I yield.
Yield. We battling two computers. Anyway, Aaron says thank you for the live, Jonathan, Mike, Jennifer, and Tyrone. No problem, Aaron. I can't wait to see you next week. Well,
okay.
We will be here next week, but the juice won't be here next week.
Right.
And thank you for the Juice Ready on Talk Show. Another fun night. And Regina says thank you. And as far as my social media contacts and things of that nature, I am, my dear, the light of the Leo. You can see me on TikTok as well as Instagram. And soon you'll be able to type in the Light of the Leo or @ the Light of the Leo and pull up quickly my YouTube channel. Man, if you really want to find it, you just got to type in My Struggle to Be Me, then Light of the Leo, and then you'll find me. But yeah, the first thing you'll see is tarot card readers and stuff like that. But we're in the process of fixing that, okay? No worries.
And it's your boy, yours truly, Mr. TD McCullum. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok as a musician and on all these beautiful platforms.
Yes, and take this time for your free promo for your new song that's on its way. Pre-order available soon, right?
Yes, I have a new single that is on its way to all of your streaming platforms, including YouTube.
Yes.
You can find it on pre-order November the 11th and officially released on November 25th. It is called Drunk on Love. It is a rendition of Rhianna's Drunk on Love from the Talk album from 2011.
Yeah.
Yes, Talk.
I'm so excited.
So,
Wow, I'm excited to hear that. And you can find me on Instagram, jojo_3020. My TikTok is jojo_3020_. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. You can also email me, williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My DMs are also open. I am single, so hey, it is what it is, but I'm looking for something serious. I'm looking for a husband. And that's all I'll say about that. So until next time, thank you guys again so much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, comment, notification bell, and share. We will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
yeah.
Regina says AT2 is going live this evening.
Oh, awesome.
Thing before we go. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye, y'all.